Hello, welcome back. Doing another video. Going to be working on Natalie, my Ruby compiler. Currently working on getting Natalie to the point where we can parse Ruby from within Natalie. Because currently, right now, our parser and our compiler is actually written in Ruby, which then produces C++. And what we want to start doing is we want to be able to do more dynamic things, and we want to be able to parse Ruby from within our runtime at runtime. And so to be able to do that, I mean, there's lots of different ways I could do it, but the way I'm trying to do it right now, we'll see if it's going to be successful, is I've been working to get this Ruby parser gem to compile with Natalie. If Natalie can compile the code in Ruby parser, then theoretically Natalie should be able to then use that code to parse Ruby. And it's a little bit of a mind-bending thing for at least for me. I'm not wow, that's a loud car. I've not been doing compiler stuff for very long, so this is kind of a fun challenge. And so one of the things that I've had to do is not only to get this to compile, but this gem requires RACC, R-A-C-C, which is a another gem that has a bunch of code in it. And in my last video, we got that to compile, kind of. At least it didn't blow up when it was being compiled, and I haven't really done much since then, not to speak of. So now just trying to see what breaks and what we need to do as the next step. And so I'm not sure. Let's just see what happens. So ideally we'd get this code to run with Natalie, this gem code. And so I have it here, parser. And I think the idea would be to do, and I don't have any Ruby gem support in Natalie at all. It only has basic require stuff, and the load path you have to manipulate yourself. So I think we're gonna have to do something like this, bin Natalie, and then we're gonna say for the load path, we want it to know about the current gem's load path, and we want it to know about sex processor's lib path, and we want it to know about RACC's lib path, and then we want to load Ruby parser.rb and see what happens. And I tried this yesterday, and something blew up, and I shut the laptop, and I didn't really look into what happened. This is slow. This is really slow. This is sort of like a chicken or an egg kind of a thing for me. Like, do I work on making Natalie faster so that this is less painful, or do I work on getting it to be able to parse Ruby so that we can do other cool things and worry about the slowness later? I think I know what parts are slow. I've done some profiling, and I have an idea. So this is the path I'm going down for now. Anyway, so this is what blows up. It produced a whole bunch of just garbage C++ code. And this being, some of this is follow on from that first error, but like this is legitimate. Yeah, there's all kinds of weird stuff going on here, and we need to track this down and figure out why it's producing this code. So hopefully, let's see, hopefully I can open this file that it produced. Line, goodness gracious, 10,954. And this is what it created. Thank you very much, Natalie. You're doing great. I don't even really know where to begin. So this looks correct. So that's a backslash followed by a backslash followed by an escaped quote followed by a colon. You know, I wonder if we could find the source code for this somewhere. We know it's line 160, and we know it's line this. Let's see, the second source file, actually the third. So that would be this Ruby Lexer Rex RB. Ruby Lexer Rex RB. Come on, go back to where you were. Line 160, Ruby Lexer. Okay, so wait, what? That's in the current directory. Okay. So if I do lib ruby lexer.rex.rb, and I've already forgotten what number it was. Goodness gracious, I have the memory of a goldfish. Okay, 160. So that's this. It's trying to do scan simple string followed by the quote and then the colon. Well, there's the quote and the colon. This dereg x once is not my code, so dereg x. I don't even know what that is. Oh, dynamic regex. That is our code. Yeah, I know. I knew that. I know how my compiler works. But why is it once? Dereg x once? Is that really us? CD Natalie. Dereg x. Nope, no E in there. Process dereg x. Ooh, interesting. But why is it dereg x once? Yeah, okay. So let's just see what happens when we convert this into an AST. When Natalie does that, we'll just pass AST, and then they'll pass this little bit of code. Is that going to... Yeah, these backslashes. Do I need to escape that? I might need to. I think that... I think that's right. Okay, so, it's producing deregx once. Interesting. So we don't need the scan part, right? I can simplify that. And then, what does the O mean? I don't even remember what that means. Apparently it means the once thing. What does O mean? Well, we should find out. Let's see, Ruby regex flags or options. Regex. Is this going to tell me what the options are? So it only tells me these three. I'm just gonna have to go down through here, I guess, until I find the options. Capturing, don't care. Grouping, don't care. Sub-expression, alternation, character properties. Anchors. Options, there we go. Oh, see, I don't even have support for O yet. Perform interpolation only once. What? I've never seen that before. We don't support that. That's wild. That's wild. What does that even mean? You know, I didn't know you could toggle options on within the middle of a regular expression. That's pretty cool. This O thing is really bothering me. So if you put, so I can simplify this quite a bit, I think. If I just do it like this, that's a deregx once versus without the O, it's just a deregx. So let's, I'm not seeing anything about what that actually means. Perform interpolation only once. So let's just play around with this. So if I have foo equals 1, or let's say foo equals, yeah, I don't know. Okay, foo, O, what if I do foo foo? Okay, so it's not once in terms of how many times across, but I wonder if it's like recursive or something. What if foo was this 1 plus 1? So foo should be that. Okay, and then what if I do foo? That's the same thing. What does once mean? What is once? Ruby regex O flag once. What is O monitor? Ah, yay. Thank you, Stack Overflow. In a particular regex literal to be performed just once, the first time it is evaluated. Otherwise, the substitution will be performed every time the literal generates a regular expression object. Oh, fascinating. Okay, that's pretty neat. So foo equals 1, and regular expression, let's say R1 equals foo, and R2 equals foo, but it's a once only. And I say foo equals 2. R1 is this, and R2, oh, it's the same. It's the same. But it's like pre-compiled or something. Avoid interpolating patterns like this if the pattern isn't going to change. And void. The above creates a new regex each iteration. Instead, use the O modifier so the regex is compiled only once. Fascinating. Okay. 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 I just keep saying okay. As if I understand what the implications are here. No. CD, Natalie. AST. Okay, so there's that one, and there's that one. It's really... I don't know. How does Ruby keep track of that? Okay, so I'm going to come back to that. That's not our main issue. That's not why it's blowing up. How many of these are there? So this is just a performance thing. Just a performance thing. Rather than changing this, why don't we go to here and look for our deregx What? I'm in Natalie. Dreg X. I keep misspelling that. That's my problem. And let's just alias this process dreg x once. Process dreg x. Because if it's just a performance thing, then I don't care about that right now. But that's not our main problem. Our main problem here, I need to do a build. Actually, I didn't need to do a build. This is all in Ruby land. Let's run this again. It's still producing this garbage here where it's like there's no quotes around this. I don't know if that's supposed to be a single character in quotes or what. It did change. Wow, it changed a bunch actually. Okay, so maybe that was the problem. This was falling through. This was not being handled properly, and it was falling through to our generic processor, which just produces a function call out of it, and so something about that was messing it up. Okay, so that's actually a little bit of progress, although that /o thing is really weird. I'm just going to put a to-do here. To-do support /o option on regexes, which compiles the literal only once. Okay, so that's cool. That's just nothing. Okay, let's see. Add temporary support for /o option on regex. Okay, so that handles that. Back to here. This error was here before, I believe. So it's not a new error, it's just it was getting kind of buried. Well, at least I thought it was here. I thought I saw that one somewhere. Yeah, it's right here. Cannot convert bool something. So let's just see what that is. 2992. So what is happening with our if here? So this is a value. Oh, fascinating. Call results send. We're just putting a bang in front of a value and expecting it to be a not. Interesting. Why are we doing that? That's a no-no. That's a no-no. How did that ever work? Where would that be happening? I think that's probably in pass 1 as well. Let's see if we can find the source code that produced it. So we just have to go up until we find a line number 315 and source files is 1. Help me remember, 315 source files is 01. Ruby Lexer RB, lib Ruby Lexer, oops, lib Ruby Lexer RB. I already forgot the number. I already forgot the number. Oh, I'm so smart. 315. Okay. 315. Is arg and space scene, and C is not matching /s. This is not matching /s. S. So it's that not matching bit that is producing the error. Okay, so if I open a new tab here and I do bin Natalie ASTE, come on, nope, there we go. Tim matches Tim, then it looks like that. But if I say Tim does not match Tim, oh, thank you, Bash. Thank you, Bash, for being so helpful. Or ZSH. Okay, so it's still a match 3, but it's a not. It's a not match 3. Curious, what if I do Tim is equal to Tim, and if I do Tim is not equal to Tim? Is that also a not? No, it turns into this. This is just a regular old naughty not. It's a naughty not, which I assume we process with the process not. Oh, we don't process it with not at all. But is it in pass 4? Probably in pass 4. Process not. Yeah, it's here. We put a bang on it. Of course we do. Fascinating. Fascinating. So we don't catch it in pass 1. So okay, so let's see. Do we use it? Do we use the not in that way? Not. Yes, we do. We use it all over the place. So it's only working by accident. I mean, it's not working at all, but it's only getting that far by accident. Well, I'm going to do what I've been doing all over the place, and every time I do it, I feel gross. We're going to make this a C naught. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I don't have a better name for that. I'm going to put it with the other one. C while, C do. So it's going to go like right here alphabetically. It'll go right there. And I'm going to change all these to C knots. Could do a find replace, but I'm already done. Which shouldn't break anything, I hope. And now I can do process not. I can add a new def process not exp and say the not looks like it's just making sure. Yeah, that goes to here, right? Got to match my parentheses. I need rainbow parens in ZSH. That'd be cool. Yeah, so it's just got one thing. Say value expression, and then I should do this the right way. Don't fix this. Don't fix this like this. Do test regex. Regex test. Did I not check? Describe. Huh. Never did. That's interesting. Just never got around to building this. When you don't build something, you kind of expect it to blow up, and it kind of almost worked, just by accident. Results should now. What happens if it doesn't match, or if it does match? You get a false, and you get a true. Okay, so it's always a false and a true. So should false. This should be true. Right? Yep. And then we don't actually have that. Return a Boolean for match. Not an Boolean, just a Boolean. Why do you like this? What are you wrong? Possibly useless use of equals. Yeah, I don't care. So we should be able to do bin Natalie. Nope, let's get out of here. Bin Natalie, test Natalie regex. Cannot convert. Well, yeah, same error. Perfect. So we reproduce that. Now we go over here and we write the code to fix it. And if you see not in the AST, this is not a. We don't want to do an exclamation point because it's not C code. We want to do. We want to send the not message. We want to call the not method. Oh, hurts my brain. Send and the value, and then we want to send the exclamation point. Can I do that as a symbol, or is it going to complain? And then I don't even know if I need to, I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to look. I thought there were places where I didn't pass args. I think args was optional. I could just do empty args. I can just do empty args. sargs like so. What does that do? Oh, it blows up. Unknown node type / foo. Oh, right, because I didn't actually process the value, so I have to like do the recursive thing on that node. That should fix that. False should be equal to true. Okay. What? What? Let me just make sure. So this should be false. All right. Well, right. 64. That's this one. Okay. Maybe because it's backwards or something. I don't think it matters. Just to make sure. Oh, well, I'm just dumb because it does the same thing in Ruby. Well, why is that? Does it only work the other way? What am I doing wrong here? My brain is not working. Oh, because bar does match. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that works. So does this work in Natalie? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's just look at here. That was a temporary change. Don't want to keep that. Do want to keep that. And yep. So, fix operator. Yeah, I guess that's it. Good enough. Okay, so let's just make sure all our tests passed and I didn't break anything. And while we're doing that, let the make finish. Okay, while we're doing that, we'll come back over here and run this again and see what else breaks. Says my computer, one of the sensors was 94 degrees Celsius. It's getting hot. Okay, so new well, not a new error, this was up here too, but we did eliminate this set of errors, so that's good progress. argc was not declared in the scope. No, I don't mean GC, thank you though. So we just need to figure out what that is. 21,676. 21,676. And no line numbers, so that's not very helpful. Well, I can use this line number to get me pretty close. So 1305, 1305, 1305, and then source file 6, 1305, 1305, 1305, 1305. 6 Ruby parser extras. I remembered it, 1305. I just kept having to say it over and over in my head. On error. Really? Well, that is the catch. 1305 is here. And that is the catch. So it's whatever's in this. Try here. Oh, the super. Oh, super is broken. Oh, bummer. I think I knew that. Oh, we have to fix super. Super used to work, and I broke it, apparently. Because clearly there is no argc, args, and so on and so forth. So find current method name. So what it's supposed to do is get the superclass. You know, even this is wrong. Super is so broken, and I need to work on it. Even this idea is wrong because super the calling super is just to look up the chain, so it could come from a module. It wouldn't necessarily have to come from the superclass. So yeah, our whole code for super is broken, and I need to work on it, obviously. But now it's even more broken than I thought it was. So I guess what I'm a little confused by is oh, interesting. So in my mind, this shortcut syntax is shortcut for this, and that's how the C code works. Of course, the problem with that is we turn that into a begin function, and we don't pass in all of the arguments and junk. That's going to be a challenge to fix. That's kind of a big deal. That's kind of a fundamental thing, the way this begin function works. So the arg count and args that it's looking for are here. It's in this function, arg count and args in block. It's also interesting to note that we're not passing the block to super, so the super is so broken in so many ways. But you know what? How about for tonight? I'm running out of time, but I'll count it as a success if I can just make a failing test case for super, and I'll either work on it off camera or I'll pick it up in the next video, and we'll wrap up this video. So failing test case for super. super test. I do have a super test. Obviously, it's completely inadequate. We'll say it works inside a begin, inside of a rescue block, and it doesn't. Begin, and say, oh wait, no, that's not where I need it. I need it, def greet in rescue. And we'll just say that. I'm going to say say hello. I'm going to say this is a begin. Say super rescue. No op. I mean, there's really nothing to do here. Actually, I'll just blink. Don't even need the E. So greet in rescue should just return well, let's make it just like these. R super. So it should return R hello. So test Natalie super test passes, then Natalie super test fails because of the same reason. Okay, so we have a reproducible test case. I think I'm going to, and then I'll just mark this out so that everything passes. No. What did I do wrong? Oh, it won't even compile because of that. Okay, fine. Okay, so we're just going to do this. No. Add test. Add failing test case for broken super. And the only change I have left is I was just that's temporary, but I can leave that. Okay, I want to call it quits for tonight, and I guess where am I? I really need to rethink how this works. Process rescue. I mean, maybe the answer is for this to have size t arg count, size let's see, value args, block. Is that right? So down here, you would have to pass in the arg count, the args, and the block, and then this call begin would just pass them on. I mean, maybe that's. I mean, is it really that simple? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Sometimes, you know, the answer doesn't have to be hard. I believe in pass 4 is where we do begin function. Process function 2. So that's just going to be, we're going to turn that into a function that takes that stuff. What does that do? Begin, P1, rescue, and what does that break? Invalid conversion from value. Call begin. Yeah, it's going to take more work than I'm going to have to dig into how this works a little bit, because I've kind of boxed it up, put it on a shelf, and don't really think about it that much. But I think we're close. Arg list 6. yeah, it's going to produce this. So let's just look at the debug for that. I mean, it did this part right. And then, what is it? Call begin, wherever that is living. That's going to be arg. Let's just do that. Value star star, block star. So that function signature is now updated. And that gets us a little closer to that. Oh, need to make. Of course, I need to fix the other call begin, which is here. Let's paste that. Yeah. And then I'm just going to pass on the, oh, right. So we want size t arg count, values args, block. I'm just going to pass it on. Arg count, args, and block. This function definition needs to go here. But without, I wish I had a little macro for that. It'd be kind of fun for deleting these names. You know what, screw it. Doesn't matter, just gonna leave it. Oh, except that matters. Okay. So what does that do? Call begin. Okay, what do you? Too few arguments to function. Call begin. Oh yeah, because in pass 1 we do call begin, and we need to pass in the arg count, the args, and the block. Now I have the same problem. Now I have the same problem. Why is that? So right here, oh, because a top level begin. Yeah, so it really isn't that simple, is it? Okay, well, something to ponder on. How to let super work inside of a begin/rescue block. I don't know yet. I'll keep working on it. But I do consider what we did tonight to be success. Fixed the whatever you call that operator, the not match operator. Figured out I need to do something for the /o and got it kind of working temporarily. And then got a failing test for broken super. So all in all, I'd say it was a pretty successful night for sitting in the car waiting on the kids to come out from swimming. Dad life. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me in the car, and appreciate you guys supporting the channel and supporting me in this project. And if you see something I did that was stupid, or you see some better way to do something, by all means, please let me know. I'm a humble guy, and or if I'm not, then I love to be humbled. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.